kind.
Thank you.
Yeah. So for starters, we want to know how you met.
We joined the same church almost at the same time.
Okay.
And at a point, I wanted to leave the church to join another church. It was a Wednesday service. I said, well, God, this is my last church attendance in this place. I'm moving on. And then a voice said to me, don't go anywhere. I have a job for you here. And I turned. There was nobody. I quickly knew that it must be the voice of God. And then they announced that those that wanted to join the outreach department, they go out on evangelism. I said, okay, let me, the same voice said, oh yeah, go and write your name. So I went in, and fortunately, without knowing, she registered the same day, the same night. And the same night I signed up to be in the evangelism team. And we met, and for many years we just say hello and all that. I bet it was not until, she was somebody that I never knew, because the way she used to harass me, used to harass me. I used to tell her, look, I am St. Augustine, and she usually asks me, so the rest of us are ordinary people. If you're the only living, I say I'm the only living saint. So we used to do that. But it was one night. She told me, we sat down and we talked, and we held hands. It was a night vigil. We held hands, and she told me certain things, and I said, okay, let me pray with you. And I prayed with her, and I went to Abuja. And then I was at Sheraton Hotel. I went for a program. While at Sheraton Hotel, in my hotel room, and she started her thoughts and all that. And in fact, I fell in love with her at Sheraton Hotel Abuja.
Let's have your version of how you.
What actually happened was that suddenly he came, and he said he wanted to marry me. He already had a fixed date. He had everything arranged. And I looked at him and said, you are a crazy brother. Not in your league. You're not my type. Why don't you just move forward? You'll be able to find your type there. Well, he persisted, and I spoke to a few of my colleagues that were close. There's one in particular, Aki, is based in Abuja now. When he heard, he said, Gloria, better think well, because for a guy to do all this, has fixed the wedding date, everything, then he's very sure. So, well, he's on his own. I didn't buy that. But I was beginning to get very disturbed, because I had a mind of what I wanted to do. I didn't want to stay in Nigeria. So I already had my plans in place. I was going to go out of the country, Well, along the line, when the pressure was too much, and I said, okay, let me pray. And I started praying. God, He deals with us on different and individual basis, So I had Him say, if you go to America, because I was supposed to be going to America. If you go to America, OYO, these are the kind of lingos we use on daily basis, and if God wants to talk to us, He's not going to come and start, like the King James language of voice. Oh, Gloria, thou shalt not go to. No, He didn't say that. I said, if you go to America, OYO, and that got me thinking. I was disappointed, because I thought I knew what I wanted. But one point that really made me to pause to give it a thought was because I have the relationship with the Lord, and I knew whatever He would do for me is for my good. If He says go this way, then it's for my good.
Good. I want to ask a question. When he touched your hands and was praying with you, did you have any kind of electrical feeling going through you at that moment?
No.
But actually, it was at a night vigil. You know, I went to her. I saw her sitting there. Unfortunately, she was alone, praying and all that. I went to her and I said to her, "Look, sister, I'm not into all this friendship and all that. Look, I want to marry you." And she looked at me and said, "What a nice place to propose to a lady." And I said, "Well, it's the best place because we are in the presence of God." And she thought that I was joking. And by the time we knew it, we went to see her brother. She didn't say yes or no to me. But we traveled to see her brother. And her brother called me and called her, sat us down, and said, "Should I take wine from this young man?" She said, "Yes." Will you marry him? She said, "Yes." That was the first time, on the 26th of December.
Interesting.
Yes, by February we were married.
With all you have said now, I'm also curious, I want to know, how long have you been married?
We did the registry marriage on the 15th of January 1994.
Okay.
By February 12th, 1994, we did the church marriage.
So you've been married for how many years now, for that calculation?
18 years.
18 years. Wow, and you're still going on strong.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So I also want to ask how many kids you have?
2 boys.
3 boys.
Yeah, we have 3 boys
Wow.
today.
You had them in quick succession? Or?
Yes, within 5 years.
We finished.
So how has married life been like?
Well, married life has been exciting and it has its own challenges. And there are certain things that I used to do as a single person, which I don't do anymore. I used to take a lot of risks, and right now, before I take any risk, you have to look back and say, hey, somebody telling you, "Hey, you can't do that. You're no longer a single." She's fond of doing that. You know? There's some decisions I will take. I say, "Why are you taking it? Do you think you're still a single man? You're a married man and you have children." So that kind of restricted my, trimmed me, bit me to shape and all that. Yeah, marriage has its own challenges, and we have gone through all that, because marriage, like I used to describe marriage as, when you take a branch of a mango tree and engraft it in an orange tree, 2 different trees coming together to produce a fruit.
Yeah, so madam, from your perspective, how has it been like?
Well, I would say very challenging. I have a belief that marriages are made in heaven, quite all right, but you work them out on planet Earth. Yeah, the best way to go about it is to be determined, because the aspect of being starry-eyed and seeing stars and all that, they only last for a while, because when it's over, you are, at home with reality. We want to call reality 101. You need to, deal with certain issues. You need to grapple with certain things. So it's that reality and commitment that will keep you going with the hand of God.
I want to ask you, madam, what was the thing that attracted you to him?
He loves God. He loves God, and he's calm. He's a man of faith. For me, I am like, I need to be sure. If I'm going there, as I'm going, I need to know what I'm going to meet there. I want to be sure, And if I'm not sure, I'm not moving.
So your attraction is just the God in him, the Spirit of God in him.
Yes, and the calmness. Very calm, very level-headed.
I met her at Helen roundabout, Ikeja.
Okay.
And I was going to the radio to do something, and she was, so I said, sister, how are you? Well, this is a fast food and all that. Can we grab something to eat while we talk a little bit? I just have 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So she said she was coming from the court. I said, okay. She said, okay, we went there. In fact, for the first time, I was close to her and we talked. And I said, no, but this is a beautiful and nice sister. And the attraction was when I asked her age. Usually girls hide their age. And she told me. And I said, wow, I have a younger sister who bears Gloria too. And she said to me, will you, and her birthday was on July 19th, that year. I said, okay, when you buy your sister a car, will you buy me one too? I said, of course I will. You know, and one other time, she said, brother, she saw me somewhere and said, okay, let me give you lunch. As far back as 1993, you know, she spent 1,000 on me. And I said, wow, this is cool. You know, so when all these things out, I said, well, this is, you see that, this one.
So for you, it was that moment when you had that
first interaction with her. Yeah, that's
the attraction.
That, you know, I said, well, this is a nice sister. It's not what you see from a distance, you know, and the beauty is not far beauty. What my people say, far beauty. When you see a girl from a distance, say, this girl is beautiful, but when you come close, it's a different ball game. You can.
Yeah. So speaking of marriage, what would you say it's your fondest memory, or maybe the fond memories you've had in the course of the marriage, madam?
I remember when we first got married. We were just, both of us alone in the house, and we used to do stuff together. And my husband was then a bit more appreciative. If I serve him his meal, he would give me tips. He would write me little love notes. I still have them inside the house.
Wow.
For over 10 years now, he's not been doing them again.
Okay. That should be one of your grounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of the memories you have, a fond memory. And I want to believe there are others. Okay, please can you share more? I want to hear more.
He's a nice guy, and if we have like a Easter coming on, he will say, look, it's me that will do the cooking. And I just get the stuff together for him to do the cooking. He likes to do something with macaroni or spaghetti. I mean, he comes out very nice, very special. And then we're still like trying to find our feet. He used to do the laundry and get the water. There was no water running in the house.
That's a very typical Western life.
Yeah.
Yes, and well, I just thank God because along the line we've had occasions where other couples with accommodation problem had to come stay with us, and these guys, by the time they spend months here, when they're leaving, before they leave, they start doing the same stuff, start doing laundry for the house, you know, getting things done for their wives, and I think it's wonderful.
So, what changed that? Was it because you had a Western background?
Yes, I did. Yes.
You had that influence on you.
That's right.
I guess maybe when you started eating the eba and the gari and all of that, you became an African man and changed.
Well, the thing is that when we started having children, I was still doing it.
All right.
I did all the diapers for all our kids.
Really?
We did all their laundry, even her own laundry, and some unmentionables. So I used to
You can mention them. It's
I used to do all those, and when the children started growing up, and we had some, my niece or a maid or come stay with us. So those things where I said, well, I can't be doing that again. Let me, begin to let them do some of the things. I can focus on other issues, making money to keep the house. So it's actually the pursuit of making money. In the course of making money.
In the pursuit of
money. Yeah, in the pursuit of money. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, viewers, I'm sure you're enjoying the program like I am because I'm learning so many